Hello, friend, and welcome back. And welcome to Lesson 13. I am so excited to see you today. We are going to be focusing on the inner thighs, or the adductors. It's such an important area to focus on, as are all the other areas. But the interesting thing about the adductors is actually that they are the least dense area in the entire body. They have the least amount of dense fascia and scar tissue. However, they do have the potential for injury just as any other part of the body. When the inner thighs are overstretched, that can lead to what's called groin strain, and that is not a fun thing to have. Fascia stretching is safer because you never go into end range. Therefore, you don't run the risk of overstretching to cause injury. The inner thighs are also very close to the deep core muscles, the pelvic floor, and the glutes. So they play an integral role with so many functions of the body. Let's get moving into our foundation for the day. Starting first with your feet hip-width apart. Ground down. Feel your body start to settle in. Chin towards your throat. Shoulder blades gliding down your back. Rib cage over the pelvis. Pelvis neutral. 50% body weight in both of your legs. Make any adjustments if you feel you need to redistribute your body weight. And take your focus to the even pressure of your feet into the floor. Feeling all the toes. The pad of the big toe, pinky toe, and heel evenly distributed in both feet. Great job. Activating deep core, pelvic floor ignites. Transverse wraps around like a corset deep underneath all the other abdominal muscles, and your diaphragm like a shelf deep in the rib cage and spine. Inhale, full breath in. And exhale. Bringing your awareness to your body. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Today you will need a mat and also a chair for some of the stretches. Beginning first with your feet nice and wide. Turn your toes out onto the diagonal, so you're not all the way forward or all the way to the side with your feet. And you can play with the distance with your legs. As we go into the stretch, feel free to open them wider or bring them back in, depending on how your body's feeling. First, we need to start by shortening the adductor or inner thigh, bending one knee towards the side. Make sure your body is still facing directly forward, your hips are back, and your chest is forward. Focus goes to the leg that's straight, the inner thigh. So you have a straight leg, but micro bend that knee to protect it. Check in with this knee that is not past your toes. Now we have our setup. Resist both legs in, focusing on the inner thigh of the leg that's straight. Once you have it, straighten your body to come back to center. Back down to that side. Situate yourself, activate your legs, and keep it going as you bring yourself back to center. Down again, activate, feel the inner thighs. Both of them are working, but the focus is on the leg that's straight. Resisting it in, press the foot down and into the floor. And back down. Pressing in, stay with it as you come back to center. 2 more. Bring it down to begin. Activate inner thigh. Back to center. Down again. Maybe go a little bit deeper. Activate a little bit more. Stay with it as you come back to center. Beautiful. Moving to the other side. Bending the other knee. Both legs resisting in, but focus on the leg that's straight. Micro bend in the knee. Knee behind your toes. Keep activating as you bring yourself back up to center. Down again. Activate. Stay with it. And back up. And down. Activate. Whoo. Let's do a couple more here. Activate. Feel it. Move through it. Here's 3. Down. Resist. Stay with it. 2. If you're shaking, that's okay. My legs are shaking. 1 more. And back up. Beautiful. All right, we're moving into a variation that looks very similar, but our direction of resistance is a little bit different. Moving to the side that you started on. Come back down. Keep checking in that you're micro bending the leg that's straight. Not only are you going to resist the leg in, but that back heel is going to resist like it wants to come forward like that. it's going to get a little bit higher up to the attachments of those adductors. So resist the foot in and the heel forward. Once you have it, stay with it. And back to center. Down again. Resist. Heel comes forward. Back to center. Down. Resist. Woo! Do you feel the difference? Should be a little bit higher up in the inner thigh, the attachments near the glutes. One more time. Down. Resist. Focus on that heel. Stay with it. And up. Down to the other side. Settling in. Add your resistance. Focus that heel coming forward as you bring yourself back up to center. Down, resist, focus on the straight leg. Keep thinking of those inner thighs all the way up to the glutes. 3 more, down and activate. Pressing back up, down. Here we go, 2 more. Stay with it, stay connected. Woo, 1 more time. And activate. Beautiful job. Shake it out. All right. That one, when you're standing doing some of these fascia stretches, those are the ones that you can take very easily with you and just throw in a couple reps before you're going to do any activity that you love to do. The next one is similar, but making your way down to the ground. Coming down onto the knees. Feel free to give yourself a little cushion with one leg. Staying on one knee, the other leg comes out to the side. Very much like the one that we just did. But this time, your toes are facing more forward. You're still keeping a micro bend in the knee to make sure you protect that knee joint. Starting lifted, activate the leg that's out down into the floor, especially that inside edge of your foot. Once you feel that activation on the inner thigh, hips are going to go back. Stay activating, but peel your hips back. Chest comes forward. And you can grab onto the floor as you continue back. Back up again. Add your resistance. Hips pull back. Hands come to the floor. Beautiful. This time, keep your hands on the ground and just shift forward without coming all the way up. You can still do it here as long as you're continuing to resist the leg that's out in the inner thigh. Back up. Add your resistance. Here's 3. Back up, add your resistance, pull back. 2. Last one, stay with it. Let's move a little slower with this one. Really feeling the inner thighs active the whole time. Beautiful job. Switching to the other side, bring that knee down. Other leg goes out to the side, toes forward. All right, maybe start lifted for the first 2 and then we'll stay down with the hands. Activate the leg down and in, pushing the inner edge of the foot into the floor to feel and ignite the inner thigh. As you start to move, stay resisting the entire time. Hips back, chest forward. Lower it down towards the floor. Keep resisting. Oh, nice. Back up. Resist. Micro bend in that knee. Stay active. Stay with it. Keep the hands down, shift up and forward. Resist the leg out. Keep resisting it. In towards that other leg as you pull it back, forward, resist. Stay active in that leg. 3 more. Ignite and pull back. Wonderful. 2 more. Nice and strong. Maybe pull back a little bit more on this last one. Feel the pressure into the floor. Feel the inner thighs active. Pull back, pull back, pull back. And release, gently coming out. And making your way up into the chair. Okay. So we're going to take a seat. Coming forward. So you're not sitting at the back of the chair. You're able to sit up nice and tall here. Back to those inner thigh focus. Take one foot and cross it over the other knee. That figure 4 position. Check in that this knee that's down isn't pressed in or out, that you're still neutral and your hips are squared off. To shorten the area of the leg that's crossed over, draw your knee to your chest to begin. This is position number 1. Hands are on the inside of your knee. Activate by pressing the knee up towards the chest. Notice that your core has to ignite and stay stable as you start to push the knee down away from you. Keep resisting it up as you push it down. Bring it back up. Activate, resist, stay with it. Feel your core, use it here. Build that foundation and strength. Good. Bring that knee up, resist up. Stay resisting up as you push it down. Up again, resist. Maybe this time come forward a little bit with it and back up. Start with it as high as you can. Maybe pull it up a little bit more. Start with it nice and strong. Good. And down one more time. Up. Press up right into the inner thigh. Focus on them. Think about them. Good. And release. Shake it out. Woo. Move around for a moment. Bringing the other leg up and across. Situate your pelvis in neutral. Your knee that's on the floor is also in line with the hip. And you have a flexed foot that's crossed over. Knee starts up to the chest, shortening the inner thighs to begin. Hands to the inside. Knee presses up towards the chest. Once you have it, push the knee away from your body. And bring it back up to start again. Resist up as you push it gently away. And up. Keep resisting up. Stay with it. And down. Beautiful job. Up. This time, bring your body forward a little bit for a little extra leverage, as long as it's still resisting up towards the end. Up. Pressing down. 2 more. Up. You're doing a great job. Your inner thighs will thank you. 1 more time. Up. And down. And release. Beautiful work. 1 more option while you're in the chair. I'm short, so I prop myself up on my toes. If you're short, you may need to as well. Otherwise, just plant your feet, knees and feet together, and still sitting up with great posture on the chair. Take your hands to the insides of your knee. Resist the knees in, so you're feeling the inner thighs again. Use the strength of your arms and open the knees to the side. Bring the knees back in. You can come forward, use your fists. Open to the side. Back in, resist. Your arms are getting a good workout here, so stay with it. That's not a bad thing. Back in, 2 more, resist in. And 1 more time. In, resist in. Open it up and release. Plant your feet. Shoulders roll up and back and down. Slight chin tuck. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful job today. Thank you so much for the practice and your time, and I will see you soon for lesson 14. Have a great day.